BZTV, presented by Aquarium, featuring Fluval. We're in the Keys, and we are at one of the more unique places you will ever see. It's called Aquarium Encounters. Let's check this place out. You know, we have a lot of firsts at Blue Zoo, and one of the first, well, maybe not the first, but we're close to the first. Aquarium Encounters has been open 14 days. This is the owner, Ben Daugherty. Ben, how you doing?
Good, Frank. Good
Nice
to
to
see
meet you.
Thanks for coming.
Explain, because it's only been 14 days, and that's the last time I'm going to say that. Explain Aquarium Encounters a little bit.
Well, the idea behind Aquarium Encounters is to have a fully interactive aquarium. At Aquarium Encounters, you get the opportunity to get into the tanks, to feed the animals. You really get a chance to immerse yourself in their ecosystem and their environment and get some hands-on education, conservation message, and it's really just about getting all the senses involved.
So there are two parts to this 180,000, 90,000 one side, 90,000 on the other side, and it's really unique in that you are almost allowing people to kind of scuba dive that really have almost even no experience swimming sometimes.
That's correct, actually. So anybody from 8 and up with little to no experience, literally if you can't swim, we've had people get into the tank that couldn't even swim, and basically what you'll do is just float around and let all of the fish and stingrays and everything come to you, and you have the opportunity to feed them. And you're breathing off of a regulator, so somebody that's never tried scuba diving has the opportunity to get in the tank, put a regulator in their mouth, mask and fins on, they're in a wetsuit, and they're floating around the top of the tank, and they're feeding the fish. And then if you are a certified scuba diver, or if you want to take a private lesson with an instructor, you can actually go down to the bottom and feed the fish at the bottom, which is only about 9 feet deep. We do have the tank split with a couple of big acrylic windows. Through those acrylic windows, on the other side, that other 90,000 gallons, we have kind of a predator tank. So we have some large sharks, big Goliath groupers, bigger snappers and jacks, and those kind of things that might get a bit nippy on your fingers. And basically, what we allow you to do is put a piece of food through a small hole in the acrylic, and literally hand feed the shark. So you're holding on to the tail while they take the head of that small fish right out of your hands.
Ben, because the show's been around a little bit, we do have a good following of great listeners and viewers. I will get a million emails if I don't ask this. When you're feeding the animals, livestock, are you ever concerned about overfeeding? Because you get a lot of people maybe lined up to come in. How do you combat that? Absolutely.
Well, what we do is we set the right amount of food for the livestock or the critters that are in our care, in our human care, and regardless of the number of people that come through, that's the food that they get. So if we have a busy day and we're putting 30 or 40 people through the tank, then they get the same amount of food on whether or not we have 6 people coming through the tank. And typically what that means is that my instructors will get in and feed the excess out. So we're never overfeeding the fish. We want to keep them healthy, but we don't want to overfeed them. There's lots of problems associated with that, not only for the health of the animals, but also for the life support system that we have.
Ben, part of Aquarium Encounters, you haven't cut any corners, it looks like, or pinched any pennies. Some of the artwork you have, like when you first come in, or like over this 180,000 tank, you got a really cool skeletal type shark, or maybe something that's a little bit dinosaur looking.
Yeah.
What made you go that route? Because it really catches the eye.
I have 2 local artists in particular that have donated work that are using this as their display case. And it really ties in beautifully with everything that we have here, from our giant tiki huts to you know, the Keysy style building that we have. So both local Keys artists, and you know, they do incredible work. You look at it and it just adds a lot to the entire aquarium.
You mentioned tiki huts. I would have to say that we're probably standing under one of the larger tiki huts probably in America. What made you go that route?
The reason that we went with tiki huts is because it really gives you that natural feel. The Miccosukee Indians knew what they were doing when they were building these hundreds of years ago. And I mean, we're comfortable here, and it's boiling hot out there in the sun. So I think it was just a real nice tie-in to everything that we did.
Ben, one of the things I've noticed on my short stay here is that everybody seems to be at least conscious of conservation. How about you guys at Aquarium Encounters? I'm sure you are extremely involved in the conservation side of it, just because not only you've been here, it's also going to help you as long as you keep sustainability in the hobby and industry.
Well, absolutely, Frank. You know, I grew up here. I was born here in the Florida Keys, so I've been here for 40 years, and we have over 3 million visitors come to our lovely chain of islands, and they come here to vacation, to recreate, and many of those are here to go to the reef, to go fishing, to do all of those great things that this environment provides for us. So I think everybody is keen and aware of the conservation message that needs to be promoted in the Florida Keys. And so it's our goal here to make sure that when somebody leaves here, that they're a better steward of the environment and more aware of their footprint that they're leaving behind.
Well, I have to say, we've shot and filmed a ton of places, and Aquarium Encounters, the name is awesome, but I think it has to have like fireworks and stuff going off when it's set every time, because the place is really unique.
Thanks a lot, Frank.
Thanks for having us, Ben.
All right.
So we hope you enjoyed Aquarium Encounters. You never know who you're going to run into. Check this out. All the way from Chicago, just ran into him. Mark Vera from Aquatech. What are you, on vacation?
Of course. Come down here every year. Got to warm up somewhere.
So you're warm from Chicago, and you just feel like you're going to hang out at an aquarium place.
Well, it's brand new. I got to see this place.
It is unique, isn't it?
It's very cool.
So Richard and I are running around filming Blue Zoo. Any place you going fun?
About to head up to see my buddy Martin Moe.
Oh, you're going to Martin's place.
You should come with.
You think he'll let us in the door?
I think we're going to find out.
All right, you'll see us there, Martin Moe's, if he's telling the truth. This is Blue Zoo TV, presented by Hikari, featuring Fluval. See ya. Wait.
Blue Zoo TV is presented by Hikari. All fish love Hikari. And featured by Fluval. Discover life below water with Fluval. Blue Zoo TV is proudly partnered with Carib Sea, bringing science to life. Nature protected, nature perfected with Carib Sea.
To email the show, go to bluezootv.com and follow us on Twitter at BlueZooTV.